Tigers are found in India, Nepal, China, Russia, Bhutan, Myanmar, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, Sumatra, Indonesia, and Malaysia. 8 subspecies of tiger existed in the past, out of which 3 have been extinct for many years. The 5 surviving subspecies of tiger are Indian tiger or Royal Bengal tiger, Panthera tigris, found in India, Nepal, Bhutan, and Bangladesh. Indo-Chinese tiger, Panthera tigris corbeti, mainly found in Thailand and peninsular Malaysia, but are also found in Myanmar, southern China, Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam. Siberian or Amur tiger, Panthera tigris altaica, found in Far East Russia. Sumatran tiger, Panthera tigris sumatrae, found in the Indonesian island of Sumatra. South China tiger, Panthera tigris amuensis, found in China. The population found in peninsular Malaysia has been given a status of separate subspecies Panthera tigris jacksoni. The 3 subspecies of tigers that became extinct in the past century are the Bali tiger, Panthera tigris balica, that was found in the Indonesian island of Bali, the Javan tiger, Panthera tigris sondaica, that was found in the Indonesian island of Java, and the Caspian tiger, Panthera tigris virgata, that was found in Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Turkey, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Caucasus, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan. Recent reports indicate that the South China tiger is also extinct in the wild. Recent genetic studies indicate that the Caspian and Siberian tigers may have been the same subspecies. Currently, only 2 subspecies of tigers are recognized. Those are continental Panthera tigris and Sunda Panthera tigris sondaica. The tiger has an orange coat patterned with broad black stripes. It has black ears, each with a winking white spot on the back, powerful forepaws, and a long banded tail. The total length of the tiger from the tip of its nose to the end of its tail is between 2.6 to 3 meters, and it weighs anywhere between 135 to 280 kgs. The average lifespan of a tiger in the wild is about 14 to 16 years. The Indian Bengal tiger is found mainly in India, Nepal, Bhutan, and Bangladesh. The diet of an Indian tiger mainly consists of large wild ungulates such as cheetal, axis, samb, hartsavas, anacola, barasinghatsavas, duvaselli, nilgai, bossil aphestragacamlis, and gor, bos, gorus, and other animals such as the wild pig, suscrofa. It is an opportunistic feeder and can also kill large prey such as elephant calves, Elephas maximus, gor, bos, gorus, and wild buffalo, Bubulus ani. Tigers may occasionally also kill sloth, bear, and leopards, as well as smaller prey such as peafowl, langur, jungle fowl, hare, etc. Due to their large body size, tigers are not good tree climbers like leopards. They can only climb along large leaning trees. But tigers are excellent swimmers and love water. Tigers are known to swim between islands in the Sundarbans. Tigers are found in a variety of habitats, including tropical and subtropical forests, evergreen forests, mangrove swamps, and grasslands. Recently, tigers have been reported from temperate forests of the Himalayas too. In India, tigers are found in 19 states. For the better management of tiger habitats, forests have been demarcated as tiger reserves, national parks, and wildlife sanctuaries, also known as protected areas. There are 51 tiger reserves in our country today, some of which were added recently. White tigers are not a separate subspecies but are white in color due to an expression of recessive genes. Interestingly, the white tigers are found only among the Indian tigers and can only be seen in captivity now. The last white tiger reported in the wild was captured in the forests of Rewa in the state of Madhya Pradesh. The white tigers found in the zoos today are most likely descendants of this one tiger that was caught from the wild in Madhya Pradesh and later bred in captivity. White tigers have pink noses, white to cream-colored fur, and black, gray, or chocolate-colored stripes. Their eyes are usually blue but may be green or amber. Tigers, like all other wild animals, tend to avoid people but can attack in defense if they are taken by surprise or if they are with their young ones. Such incidences may sometimes lead to humans being mauled or killed by chance. Occasionally, an aged, sick or injured tiger that is unable to hunt its natural prey may also kill a human being and feed on the body. A few of such tigers may resort to killing human beings intermittently since humans are an easy prey. But not all aged, sick or injured tigers become man-eaters. A healthy cub may also acquire man-eating skills from his/her mother. It is very difficult to state the exact reasons why a tiger turns man-eater, but such cases are extremely rare. Tigers occupy an important place in the Indian culture. Since ages, it has been a symbol of magnificence, power, beauty and fierceness, and has been associated with bravery and valor. The tiger also has a significant place in Hindu mythology as the vehicle of goddess Durga. In olden times, hunting of tigers was considered to be one of the highest acts of bravery by kings and noblemen. The tiger is a unique animal which plays a pivotal role in the health and diversity of an ecosystem. It is a top predator and is at the apex of the food chain. Therefore, the presence of tigers in the forest is an indicator of the well-being of the ecosystem. Protection of tigers in forests protects habitats of several other species. Indirect benefits include several ecosystem services like protection of rivers and other water sources, prevention of soil erosion, and improvement of ecological services like pollination, water table retention, etc. The absence of this top predator is an indication that its ecosystem is not sufficiently protected. Tigers are both a flagship and umbrella species. As a flagship species, they are important for conservation, and as umbrella species, conservation of tigers leads to conservation of other species. Tigers and high-intensity biotic disturbances such as poaching and stealing of kills do not go together. If the tigers in the wild have to survive, it is imperative that other species of wild animals that are directly or indirectly a part of the food chain must also thrive. Therefore, the survival of the tiger is an important yardstick to measure the existence of a healthy forest ecosystem. Tigers are considered as endangered under the IUCN Red List of threatened species. There has been steep decline in the tiger population all across the world. At the beginning of the last century, it is believed that worldwide, there were possibly many thousands of tigers in the wild, with about a few thousands of those in India. A WWF WCS survey found that tigers have lost 93% of their historic range. In the last 10 years, tiger habitat decreased by an alarming 45%. Today, tigers occupy just 7% of their historic range. Though India, Bhutan and Nepal are showing steady rise in their tiger numbers, this species is not doing so well in some Southeast Asian countries. The decline in the tiger population in India can be attributed to many factors. The major reason is the growth in human population. Since independence, large chunks of prime tiger habitats have been lost forever to agriculture and developmental activities. In India till the middle of the last century, people killed tigers in the name of sport. Tiger hunting was officially banned only after the enactment of the Wildlife Protection Act in 1972. Today, increasing biotic disturbances, poaching of prey, urbanization, mining and quarrying, and poaching of tiger for its body parts gravely threaten the future of the tiger. Bones and other body parts of the tigers are used in traditional Chinese medicines (TCM), and their skins are used for making chubas, the traditional robe worn by the Tibetans. It is this illegal market for tiger skins and parts in China and Tibet that remains as one of the most serious threat to wild tiger populations in India. Indian tiger is an endangered animal and is listed in the Schedule I of the Wildlife Protection Act, 1972. This act gives it protection against hunting, poaching and trade for skins, bones and body parts. Any person who commits such an offense is punishable with an imprisonment of not less than 3 years extending up to 7 years along with a fine of not less than 50,000 rupees which may extend up to 2 lakh rupees. In the event of a second or subsequent conviction, he can receive imprisonment for a term of not less than 7 years and a fine which shall be not less than 5 lakh rupees and can vary up to a maximum of 50 lakh rupees. The Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora (CITES), presently ratified by over 160 countries, makes international trade in tiger parts illegal. India has been a signatory of this convention since the year 1975. The major stakeholders in tiger conservation in India are Government of India, Ministry of Environment and Forests, State Forest Departments, the National Tiger Conservation Authority and local communities. Tourism departments, media and NGOs such as WWF India and several other organizations and corporates also support tiger conservation initiatives. The process of estimating the number of tigers in a given area is called tiger estimation. This exercise provides us with an estimate of tiger number, density and change in tiger indices, a measure of tiger occupancy in a given area. It is conducted at regular intervals to know the current tiger populations and population trends. Besides estimating the number of tigers, the method also helps to gather information on the density of the tiger populations and associated prey. Different methods were used to estimate the number of tigers. The most commonly used technique in the past was pugmark census technique. In this method, the imprints of the pugmark of the tiger were recorded and used as a basis for identification of individuals. Now it is largely used as one of the indices of tiger occurrence and relative abundance. Methods used to estimate the numbers of tigers are camera trapping and DNA fingerprinting. In camera trapping, teams from the Forest Department set up multiple sensor-based cameras on tracks used by tigers that captures photographs of the individual from different directions. The data from these cameras are then collated and analyzed to identify the individual tigers from their stripes. Each tiger has its unique stripe similar to human fingerprints that helps in identifying the individuals. Apart from this, scientists and forest officers also use DNA fingerprinting for tiger number estimations, since each individual tiger can be identified from their scats. For centuries, humans and wild animals have coexisted in India. This is mainly because the human populations were much lower and the forest areas were large. However, over the past few decades, the human population has grown manifold, thereby creating great pressure on forest resources. Large areas on which the forests were vast and undisturbed have given way to human habitations and settlements. Grazing of livestock in forest areas has resulted in disease outbreaks among wild herbivores, and also reduced availability of fodder, forcing wild herbivores to feed on crops that adjoin forests. In retaliation, villagers sometimes resort to stealing power from power lines and setting up live electric fence to kill crop raiders. Lack of adequate prey also forces carnivores such as tigers, leopards and ghouls, wild dog, and wolves to kill livestock for survival. Villagers may again retaliate by poisoning these wild animals. There are also activities like stealing of animals killed by tigers lead to injury and death of human beings. Tiger farming does not help to increase tiger populations in the wild. If this was true, then those countries indulging in tiger farming would boast a healthy population of tigers in the wild, and this hasn't happened so far. Restoration of tiger populations in areas that have lost their tigers due to poaching needs careful planning, following NTCA and IUCN guidelines and involvement of multiple stakeholders. Tigers in the wild breed very well provided they have a good habitat and adequate protection. Problems related to habitat, prey and protection cannot be solved by captive breeding. Furthermore, rehabilitation of a captive bred tiger in the wild has been unsuccessful. This is because tigers in the wild learn hunting by a process of close association with the mother, a situation which cannot be replicated in captivity. Therefore, tiger farming is only a way to breed tigers for their skin and derivatives to meet market demands and cannot be seen as a conservation tool. Moreover, if the trade in tiger body part is legalized in the name of tiger farming, eventually the tigers in the wild would be poached. Body part of wild tigers would always be preferred much more than that of farm-bred tigers. It will also be far more profitable to poach a tiger in the wild than to raise it in a farm. The concept of farming the tigers for commercial trade should be abandoned forever. Human ailments can be treated and cured with drugs other than the medicines prepared with tiger body parts. India was the first country in the world to champion the cause of conservation of the tiger and its natural habitats. Project Tiger, launched in 1973, was one of the largest conservation initiatives of its kind globally. After a great success initially, it has had mixed results. Focus has been sharpened on tiger conservation issues across the country, and many prime tiger habitats were designated as tiger reserves. Conservation initiatives in many areas have led to successful amelioration of habitats and a healthy tiger population, while in other areas, the results have not been so effective. Threats to tiger conservation, such as degradation and fragmentation of habitats and corridors, human-tiger conflict, and poaching, continue to remain. Tiger conservation continues to face increasing challenges on the ground. However, it is still not too late. Through scientific, planned management interventions such as restoration of habitat and augmentation of prey, curbing human-tiger conflict and illegal wildlife trade, we can help conserve viable tiger populations in the wild. To protect the tiger and to ensure its survival in the wild, WWF India supports tiger conservation initiatives undertaken by the Government of India. The activities undertaken include strengthening protection measures in national parks, sanctuaries, and tiger reserves, helping local communities to reduce their dependence on forest resources, mitigating human-wildlife conflict, providing a scientific database that will serve as a basis for sound management of tiger habitats, and capacity building for conservation of the species.